Welcome to the Lose Weight, Live Life podcast. If you're someone who would do anything to lose weight, yet finds it impossible to stick to a diet, to eat less, or just what you think you should, this podcast is for you. I am your host, certified life and weight mindset coach Claire MACKENZIE. Listen in to learn how to stop overeating, lose weight for the last time, and create a relationship with food and yourself that you love, all without diet deprivation and self-sabotage. Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's podcast episode number 122, Mindset Matters. On this podcast episode, I want to talk to you about what mindset is and why it is a critical and core component of you creating a relationship with food that you want so that you can lose and manage your weight for life. This podcast episode also serves as an introduction to an online class taking place next Thursday, the 1st of June at 7 p.m. UK. So if after listening to this episode you would like to join the class called How to Create a Weight Loss Mindset, you can go to www.thebestyou.coach/MPOD, that's M for mother, P for penny, OD, to register and secure your spot. Okay, so let's start with revisiting the question, what is mindset? So mindset is commonly defined as a set of attitudes, beliefs, or a way of thinking that determines one's behaviour, outlook, and mental attitude. We can consider it a lens through which we as individuals perceive and navigate the world. And we can also consider generalisations when we think about mindset. So whether a person has a predominantly fixed or growth mindset, as per the work of Carol Dweck, or a generally positive or negative mindset, we might consider them as being a glass half full versus a glass half empty kind of person. And there's lots of other generalizations too. And we can narrow our focus of mindset to specific areas. We could compare the different mindset individuals have about work-life balance, raising children, normal eating in inverted commas, and pretty much anything else. But the purpose of this lesson is for me to show you that mindset matters. I want to bring awareness to the mindset that you have about mindset. So take a moment, pause and ask yourself, what do you think about the truth in the definition of mindset? Do you believe that your attitudes, beliefs and ways of thinking determine your behaviour, outlook and mental attitude? And do you think that your behaviour, outlook and mental attitude determine the results you have in your life? And do you believe that you are empowered to change and impact and decide what your attitudes, beliefs and ways of thinking are? What is your mindset about mindset? I believe that mindset matters more than the results or circumstances in our lives. I believe we can exist in what many people might consider very negative circumstances, and with the right mindset, find peace, happiness, focus, and embrace lots of life. And conversely, we can exist in what many would consider very privileged or lucky circumstances and be intensely unhappy or lonely or dissatisfied. And I believe mindset is a key part of one's experience of life. Now, the neurological basis of mindset refers to the connection between our thoughts, beliefs and attitudes and the structure and function of our brains. There are several key areas where this connection becomes apparent. I'm just going to mention those. One is neuroplasticity. So this is the brain's ability to recognize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. It means that our brains are not statically hardwired, but can change with experience and learning. This provides the neurological basis for a growth mindset, which is the theory that abilities and intelligence can be developed. Now, neural pathways and habits. When we repeatedly think in certain ways or perform certain actions, our brains strengthen the neural pathways associated with those thoughts and actions, making them easier and more automatic. And I give lots of examples of this inside of the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy. This is why mindsets can become entrenched over time. The neural pathways support them becoming stronger. Conversely, intentionally cultivating new thoughts and behaviours can build new neural pathways, allowing us to change our mindset. Other things that we might want to consider when we're thinking about mindset is the stress response. So the mindsets we hold can influence how our brains respond to stress. For instance, a mindset viewing stress as a challenge rather than a threat can lead to a more constructive physiological response, such as increased focus and determination instead of panic or withdrawal. We also have an element of reward circuitry. The way our mindset interprets success and failure can impact the brain's reward circuitry. For instance, with a growth mindset, the brain might release reward chemicals like dopamine, not only when we succeed, but also when we make progress or learn something new. This is another reason why part of what we do inside of the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy is we have something called a discovery worksheet. So every time you eat differently to how you intended to eat or plan to eat, or you eat in such a way that you know is going to hinder your weight loss, we do a discovery worksheet about that so that we create something positive out of what might otherwise have been considered a negative. And we reward ourselves to do it. By doing that, we give ourselves a bit of a dopamine fix every time we complete that process. And so it encourages to continue us to move forward and create and build and understand what is the mindset that we want to have. There is also a mind-body connection. Our mindset can influence not only our brains, but also other aspects of our physiology. For example, a positive mindset has been scientifically proven to bolster our immune systems and reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and improve overall health and longevity. Okay, so that's the science bit out of the way. Now I want to explore how mindset relates to weight loss success. And by the way, I define weight loss success not by one's ability to lose a certain amount of weight or reach a certain number on the scales, but instead as having the knowledge and the skill about your own body, brain, mind, and emotions, and how they are impacted by food, by impacting your food decisions, so that you are confident in your ability to manage your weight for life, whatever challenges life throws at you. And that takes time and it takes learning. And the knowledge and skill I refer to here, I think of as having ingredients and kitchen utensils to make the perfect meal. And in this analogy, the ingredients are different aspects of mindset that will be useful for you to consider, and the cooking and the kitchen utensils are tools that you use to create the mindset that you want. So essentially to help you get the best from your ingredients. And within this, if we sort of stick with this analogy for a little bit, within this area of thinking about the utensils and the ingredients that we have that list of ingredients that we can choose from to create the mindset that we want for the different phases of our weight loss journey that we're in at a particular point in time. So thinking about the cooking analogy, the ingredients we might be choosing from might be something like including mindset elements focused on maybe rewiring a diet mentality, shifting to weight loss rather from a place of being frustrated with our bodies or frustrated with ourselves, but instead shifting to losing weight from a place of self-love because we genuinely love and care and want the best for ourselves. It might include mindset elements focused on embracing the discomfort of experiencing the range of human emotions. So not just the positive emotions, but the negative ones and the unuseful ones and the uncomfortable ones, experiencing the whole range of human emotion. What is your mindset about doing that and the idea of embracing it? It might look like mindset elements focused on the reasons why you want to lose weight and improve your health, or being focused on the priority you give to artificial desire or in the moment desire over true desires, and what is the mindset underlying where you sort of sit with that, the priorities you give to the in the moment desires versus the true desires. It might look like considering your mindset around what is normal eating. What do you make normal eating mean? What does it mean to you? Or healthy eating and other aspects of what and when and how you eat. It might look like your thoughts about leaving food behind and putting food in the bin. It might look about your default beliefs about food in connection with your relationships with other people, food as a comfort, reward, or celebration. Your mindset around being entitled to eat what you want, when you believe that what you want is to eat ultra-processed and refined foods. And it might also look like you exploring and knowing and being aware of whether you have a growth mindset versus a set mindset approach by default. It might look like you being focused and intentional, and a mindset around a sense of knowing and self-empowerment and a belief that you hold the answers and solutions within you to create the relationship with food and the weight loss results that you want. It might look like exploring your mindset around self-compassion and love and appreciation for all that your body does for you, as well as for forgiveness and releasing shame. So we can think about those as the ingredients. And then, of course, what do we need with the ingredients? We need to use the utensils to chop the ingredients, or spoons to stir the ingredients when we're cooking them. And so we might want to think about the utensils that we have as the different mindset tools that are available to us. And that might look like using the mindset model, which is something that I've talked about here on the podcast before. We also talk about a lot inside the Lose Weight, Live Life Academy. It might look like visualization. It might look like affirmations or practice of affirmations, journaling, guided meditation, intention and goal setting, a daily practice of gratitude, morning and evening routines. There's lots of utensils, tools to choose from to help us create the mindset that we want. And so I'm not going to talk through each of these in more detail. I just wanted to list those out for you now. I just want you to know that there are so many ingredients available to you to consider when designing the dishes for the mindset menu that will create the weight loss and health results that you want. And next, I want to consider the preparation and cooking that we do with the ingredients, the different potential areas of mindset, and the utensils, the tools that we use to help us align our mindset with what we want. I want to consider the preparation and cooking. But before we explore that, I want you to know something. I want you to know that whatever weight health you have now in this moment, and this is important, so wherever you are on your weight loss journey, however you're eating right now, whatever your weight is right now, whatever your health looks like right now, what you have right now is a reflection of your current mindset across all of the areas that I've mentioned and others, okay? This is your truth, this is your reality. So if you're wondering whether you have the mindset that will create the results that you want, I want you to take a look at where you are right now and know that that is a true and accurate reflection of your current mindset. Now, mindset can be changed easily with doing some of the things I'm going to tell you to do next, okay? I just want you to know, if you're wondering whether you've got the right mindset for your weight loss journey, you need to look at your current results that you're creating in your life, and that will tell you. Now, some of you will be well on your way on your weight loss journey, so it may be that you've not got the health and weight that you want yet, but you are making small changes every day and seeing positive changes they're creating, and those positive results will be a reflection of the mindset that you are currently in, okay? So that's fantastic, that's brilliant. But when it comes to cooking and preparation, we can consider the following 10 steps when we're exploring our mindset. The first step is to identify your current mindset, okay? It is to recognize and pay attention to your thoughts, especially when you're making food choices or judging yourself for the choices you've made. Pay attention to the reasons you have for making the choices that maybe hinder you on your weight loss journey, as well as those choices that will help you as well. So bring awareness to your current mindset by noticing the thoughts that you have when you're making food choices, or judging yourself for your choices, or deciding what you're going to put in your shopping trolley, or deciding what you're going to do for dinner when you think you've not got enough time for cook. All of those things, you've got to bring awareness to your current mindset. And then you want to understand it, you want to dig deeper and understand your current mindset and take responsibility for the impact of your current mindset, but without blame, without judgment, and with curiosity and with compassion. Notice if you think that you should be able to treat yourself to biscuits and a glass of wine in the evening, whilst also knowing the habit isn't helping you to reach your weight loss goals. Okay, that is being aware, and it's starting to take responsibility for the fact that actually this is part of what I'm doing because I'm thinking a certain way that is hindering me create the results that I want. Number 3 is determine the desired mindset. So identify what you would be thinking, what mindset you would have in different aspects of your relationship with food, yourself and your life if you were consistently making more helpful choices. What would your mindset look like if you genuinely wanted to eat less and make more healthy choices, genuinely doing it because that's just what you truly wanted to do? That's a shift in mindset. Number 4, you're going to want to identify barriers. You're going to want to recognize the obstacles that prevent you from adopting your desired mindset. These might look like family obstacles and barriers, time, work, stress, or it could be a fear of failure, a reluctance to leave your comfort zone. It could be something to do with like persistent negative self-talk, or even just a tendency to fall back into old habits and old patterns. Number 5, you're going to want to develop strategies to overcome those barriers. These might include reframing negative thoughts, developing new habits, seeking support from others, or using techniques such as mindfulness meditation or the intentional mindset model. Essentially, these is going back to the utensils that you're using with the ingredients I mentioned earlier. Number 6, you're going to be gradually implementing the new mindset. This looks like starting to apply your new mindset in small ways, gradually increasing its influence over your thoughts and actions. This could involve, for example, embracing challenges, learning from mistakes, or seeking out new food experiences. Number 7 is practicing regularly. Like any new skill, a mindset shift requires regular practice. Over time, the new mindset will become more natural and automatic. Number 8 is seeking support. Making a mindset shift can be challenging, and support from others can be very helpful. Consider joining others who are also working to create the mindset that will help them create the weight loss results that they want. Number 9, reevaluate regularly. Periodically review your progress and adjust your strategies as needed. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. And then number 10, celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and celebrate the progress you've made, even if it's small. This can provide motivation, which will encourage you to continue your efforts. Okay, brilliant. So I hope I have whetted your appetite a little bit for the mindset class that we have got. It's an online class. Next Thursday, it's a free class, 1st of June. I would love you to come and join us. And yeah, so I hope it's also given you some food for thought as to why mindset matters. And if you're curious to know more and to drill down into some of the specifics, as I said, come join us on Zoom on 1st of June, 7 p.m. You can register at www.thebestyou.coach/M for mother, POD. And just one more thing before I go. Actually, 2 things. 1, the next enrolment in the Lose Weight Live Life Academy opens on the 1st of June for those of you who join us in the online class, and on the 2nd of June for everyone else. And right now we're seeking podcast ratings and reviews to help the podcast be more easily found by those people searching the podcast apps for a different weight loss approach. If you've enjoyed listening to this podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcast, I would be incredibly grateful if you would rate it. And if you listen on Apple, then I would be really grateful if you could leave us a short review as well. Details about how to do this and how to be entered into a prize draw as a thank you can be found at www.thebestyou.coach/podcast 2023. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a great week, and look out for next week's podcast featuring an interview with binge eating coach Jane Pilger. All right, take care everyone. Thank you.
If you enjoyed listening to this podcast and are ready to live a more intentional life, lose weight as a part of that journey, and create a relationship with food and yourself that you love, then I would be honoured to have you join the Lose Weight Live Life Academy membership and coach with me. The programme offers different levels of support to suit you, including self-paced learning, twice weekly calls, private coaching, an amazingly caring community, and lots more. Find out all the details about when and how you can join at www.thebestyou.coach/coaching.